2009 is when it ended. But in that time, there was the international crash. Remember the stock market crash?
Yeah, 2008.
Yeah. So it just got worse and worse and worse. And that's when guys started dying. And eventually, the TB was incredible. The HIV was crazy. And then we had cholera at the end. And in 2008 and 2009, Josh, when I was moved from a maximum security to a medium security, we were 2,200 guys in maximum. When I went to medium, it was 1,200 guys. And in 8 months, out of the 1,200 guys, 432 guys died. One weekend, 22 guys died. You know, Josh, you do become, you become numb to it. But when I think back on it, Josh, the amount of guys I carried, dead guys. And I never forget, one day we woke up and they shouted, how many guys? Then three today. They bring them down wrapped in blankets and just check them on the floor. And then one guy came down and he was almost done. And this medic would come with a trolley to put the bodies from each hall, because Chikurubi is a hexagon and there's a corridor inside, and they just go from hall to hall. And there are 400 guys in each hall. So there's
400 guys in each hall.
Yeah. So you've got 5 halls of 400 guys, there's 2,000. And then the 6th side, because it's a hexagon shape, is half Remond, 200 guys, and half admin. So there's 2,200 guys. And they load the 3 bodies on there. And then they said to the medic, what about this guy that's almost dead? No, just chuck him on top. So
he wasn't dead yet?
No. Put him on top of the dead guys and off they go. Yeah, what really got me once, Josh, it was in the beginning. And I went to town. So Kami Max, like I said, was 26 k's out of town. And the only way to go to town was in the prison truck. And we woke up in the morning, the guards would go in and shout, how many deaths, how many deaths? And then they'd shout, 1 in cell 3, 1 in cell 7. And then you go, yay, we can go to town, we can go to town. Yeah, I'm telling you, just like, you couldn't believe it. No empathy or, it's just something else. And then when I went to town the one time to go to the doctor or whatever it was, and you get in the truck, you got to step over the bodies to put you in the front so you don't jump out the back. I'll tell you what, it just takes the soul out of you. It just, you just become a commodity. It's just like, you can't get emotionally involved. You won't make it.
So,
you got to.
I just have some stats here. I did some research on the Zimbabwe crash. 79.6 million% inflation.
That's crazy.
The unemployment rate, 93%.
Yeah.
It's,
everything closed. Everything stopped. It was hectic. Yeah.
And probably just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it just got worse.
Well, I was locked up.
Yeah.
So I didn't witness all of that, but I certainly witnessed the food shortage.
Yeah.
There was no food. None. One day we went 3 days with no food. Yeah, and just water.
And where did they get the water from?
The water system up to that time was working.
Okay.
And I'll get to that, because that was another story that came. So this is in my first year when I started.
Yeah.
And there was just no food, because from the land invasion chaos, then there was no food on the shelves. So that's when the death rate started. And then TB came in, the guys with HIV started dying. Cholera hadn't broken out then, but the conditions, Josh. So my cell was 13 meters long by 3 meters wide, and we were 79 guys in there.
79 people.
79. They go in, and it's only 3 meters wide, and you just think, and the guys are just coming in, and then chalk marks on the wall. And they show you, okay, this is yours. And it's 33 centimeters, 13 inches, marked out on the walls in chalk. That's your place.
So you slept on a concrete floor for 4.5 years?
Yeah, there's no furniture. No beds, tables, chairs, cupboards, nothing. Not even a mirror. I didn't see my face for the first 8 years. It's nothing, like a newly built hotel with nothing in it, like nothing. Yeah.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
And the toilet?
The toilets are stainless steel bowls sunk into an open 1 meter square cement block in one corner.
And so everyone watches it.
Everyone. But you're not allowed to use it. And it's quite an art that if you're going to take a leak, you can't stand there. You have to, I have to show you. Stand and you put your one leg over the bowl so there's no spillage whatsoever.
Why are you not allowed to use it? Why are we not allowed to use the toilet?
For hygiene purposes.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they used to try and stop guys doing that for that reason. And yeah, you'll understand it when someone has to use it, then
Yeah.
better that way.
And showering and hygiene, how did that work?
Well, Josh, the first thing is when you're sleeping on the concrete floor with that much room. Now, you know, I can't fit in 33 centimeters.
Yeah.
So everyone is packed on their sides, with legs all crossing out in the middle, and you have to face the same direction. Otherwise, you breathe because someone's head is there, the back of his head is there, and you feel the other guy breathing on the back.
Yeah, and maybe he's got a disease or something.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
breath and everything. You know?
Yeah.
So you all face the same direction. Also, your legs cross over, so you all bend your knees together. So you all like sardines stacked. And then when you turn over, they shout, "Turn over!" And then everyone turns over. And that's how it was. Yeah, it was crazy, Josh. And the lice, but no, I can handle hard stuff,
yeah.
sleeping on the floor. But those lice, there were thousands of them, thousands and thousands, and they never went away. They just spit you day and night. And it was something that's draining, like mentally and physically draining.
And the prison didn't do anything about it.
No, they didn't care. And, I remember one day, I was thinking about this yesterday, strangely enough. I went to the hospital and there was a guy that was, he was almost finished. And I looked in his hair, at the back of his hair, and it was just a moving mass of lice. And I just thought, because, we killed them day and night as often as we could. And you would think, someone will say to you, well, what difference do you think it's going to make? You just did it because you didn't want to be like that guy lying on the floor with masses of lice moving in your head. But you just killed them by the thousands, and they're hard to kill. Tough little thing. You squeeze them and they pop because they're two sizes. One is about 5 millimeters long, and they crawl like a little worm. And you squeeze them, and if they don't pop, they go in a little ball and you put them down, they straighten up and off they go again. And then the other one is a tiny little thing like a pepper thing. And you've got to pop those on. There you pop. I tell you, Josh. And they, just small things like, how did you clean your teeth? Flossing. And I remember one of the things that kept me sane in there, because you got your hygiene, you hang on to it. You're watching guys die every day. And I remember threading my blanket, pulling the threads out just enough so the blanket doesn't fall apart, to floss my teeth. And you floss the teeth and then put it back in. The small things like that. Yeah, it was crazy, Josh.
What would you do in your spare time, Rusty?
So we were locked up for 20 hours a day. That's the first thing. So you've got to, in the cells, hours and hours of thinking. And
were you able to make friends or
yeah,
talk?
Josh, but the problem is that with a lot of prisoners and the way they're treated and everything, their behavior runs the same. So the homosexuality was crazy. Married guys, everything. And I would say 80% of the guys are up to that stuff. So, yeah, for me, that was hectic. It was,